Namaskar. Good morning, Mexico, Belize. Good evening, India. Yoga benefits beyond the mat. Commencing the Yoga Day today, the second day of our presentation, but with the third day of International Day of Yoga, we have for you Yoga Acharya. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Guru is Brahma, the creator. Guru, the teacher, is Vishnu, the protector. Guru is the Guru of all Gurus. Guru is the image of God, the all-pervading. I bow down to you, my teacher, my Guru, for making me what I am today. Today's session, we have two such Gurus with us. Guruji Nandakishore Tiwari of Sahaj Smriti Yoga from Darpan Foundation, India. He shall be telling us about living in the present eternally by the knowledge which is got from the Guru. And Mrs. Michelle Shanti Williams from Belize, our accredited country. She talks about body conditioning through generic yogic asanas. Two maestros to lead us, to enlighten us. Enjoy today's yoga session. Namaskar. Om.
Guruji Nandakishore Tiwari, a humanitarian, a leader, a poet, an author, a visionary, and most of all, a spiritual leader. Born in Uttar Pradesh, Guruji completed his education and having chosen journalism as his career, he worked in leading national newspapers in the early part of his life. Spiritual experiences kept revisiting Guruji during his peak career days, leading to the formation of Universal Forum for Human Dignity in the year 2002, a non-profit organization with spiritual awakening, sustainable living, dignity of life, and rural-urban continuum as its core. The first mysterious visions of the divine took place when Guruji was 2.5 years old, and many years later, Guruji met his Guru, which was the defining moment when completeness happened. Pure, timeless, eternal, and spontaneous memory became absolutely clear to him. With spiritual awakening as core value in his mission to transform humanity, in 2018, Guruji established Darpan Foundation. Darpan Foundation is a volunteer-based humanitarian organization working for human empowerment and community revitalization through individual transformation. Under Guruji's guidance, Darpan Foundation has taken up various social initiatives in the field of health, education, skill development, and environmental conservation. Guruji received the Acharya Chanakya Award 2018 for his invaluable contributions to the realm of spirituality. Nimhans Bengaluru appointed Guruji as philosopher and guide for the inclusion of spiritual perspective in the treatment of patients suffering mostly from addictions and mental diseases. For us seekers, Guruji is a true guiding spirit whose presence, wisdom, and loving counsel point us to who we are beyond the limitations of our personal conditioning and identity. In open interactions with him, seekers of truth from all backgrounds and traditions are introduced to the simple path of self-inquiry, leading to realizing union of the human with the divine, union of individual consciousness with universal consciousness. The path devised by Guruji, Sahaj Smriti Yoga meditation, is a means to explore unexplored dimensions of one's existence. This is an absolutely spontaneous, simple method which can be practiced by anyone and Guruji initiates seekers one-on-one with personalized instruction. Without any further wait, let us hear from Guruji directly about Sahaj Smriti Yoga and experience this simple meditation under his guidance.
युक्ताहारविहारस्य युक्तचेष्टस्य युक्तस्वप्नावबोधस्य योगो भवति दुःखः. Buenos dias. Namaste to all of you present in Indian Embassy in Mexico and my Mexican brothers and sisters. We are celebrating International Yoga Day. A new leaf was turned over in 2015 when the world decided, along with India, to look at the utility of the ancient most science which India gave to the world. Its world's heritage in the field of knowledge. So when we say world heritage, what do we mean by that? In the non-human history, Vedic Vangmaya is the ancient most word available to humanity. It happened in India, but that time India was known as Bharat. So yoga comes from Vedic tradition. And thereafter, so many streams are available. So it will be in the fitness of thing if we understand yoga from that period and how yoga is relevant today. I understand we have limited time, so I have to go jumping things, and you all should be ready to keep jumping with me so that we come to the present quickly. So when we say jumping, that has been our nature. We want to achieve things faster. We want to attain to the good things faster. And one part of yoga also, that so many physical exercises we do, jumping is very much part of that. So we jump everywhere. So here, let us begin with Shruti and Smriti Parampara. In India, we have this division to comprehend knowledge. One is known as Shruti Parampara. Shruti means that which is heard. Now this hearing is not physical alone. Once we transcend our physical limitations and reach to a state where we are not influenced by our being physical, that is called transcendence. So seers who could transcend their physical dimensions, they could see something, they could hear something, which is not possible to hear physically. Transcendence is necessary. So the literature which got recorded later on, which came to be known as Smriti. See, this is minor difference. This subtle difference, that something which is heard in transcendence, the same thing when it is recorded, it becomes Smriti. So Smriti is possible that we can discuss that literature which has come into Smriti. So seers could see something while they were sitting in meditation. When you are sitting peacefully, then only that possibility arises that you could transcend yourself physically. Otherwise, when we are walking, talking, doing things, how is it possible to transcend? We are doing things, we are making our senses active. So that is why the sitting is considered. We should sit for meditation. And then that union happens. So now when we say seer could see, then people make an idea in their head that such a seeing was possible only in the ancient past. Now it is not possible. This is incorrect understanding. If yoga is science, then can it happen that something which was possible earlier, it will not be possible now? So it is always possible. Those who could not do that, they thought others are hallucinating. But those who could see, for them, world appears like a hallucination. So when they saw world hallucinating, then they were overcome by compassion. And they took it as their responsibility to make a path, a way, so that others could also see what they have seen. And that is how the word darshan comes. After Shruti darshan, India have Shat darshan, 6 darshanas. One of them is Yoga darshan also. So there are many ways one can see the reality. Reality which is beyond this apparent reality. So yoga came this way to people as path. There are very many yogas. Any seer who saw, they devised a path. That is how there are so many paths. Some became even religions. That is how the religions came into being. But through religions, when people could not realize, then that religion became dogma. So it has to be living. Any path given, it has to be living path. So that what the giver of the path realized, the ones who are practicing it, they also realize the same thing. If we say no, seer got liberated, but the ones who followed the path of that yoga or the path given by that seer, they could not get liberated, then it doesn't make sense. So yoga is relevant all the time. Now in present times, how to understand it so that we can realize the same thing. So 2-3 definitions, let us understand yoga through definitions. One definition says, yoga karmash kaushalam. That means whatever we are doing in our life, how to become excellent in doing that, how to make our efforts more efficacious, how to become more effective and excellent in our actions. So that is one definition of yoga, but it is not limited to that. Another definition says, samatvam yoga uchyate, means when we reach to that state of realization where we see evenness, we see equal. That means same divinity which is within me is within you. And if you look at our traditional, Indian traditional way of greeting, it says Namaste. Means you and I are going down to the divinity within you and I. The same divine which is inside me or that is inside me, same is within you, inside you. So this way, this is another definition of yoga. One more definition we take. That is yogas chitta vritti nirodha. That if we can overcome the tendencies of our mind, then that is also called yoga. So yoga is a discipline, and that is how well-known master in yoga, who is referred everywhere, says Patanjali. He begins with the line, Ath Yoga Anushasana. That means yoga, let us now begin into the discipline of yoga. This word is very important. Discipline. Yoga is not sasana, it is anushasana. It is discipline. So that means somebody has to be there under whose guidance we could become disciplined. Anushasana. Discipline and sasana. Sasana and anushasana has the difference. Shasana means which is ultimate. None knows. But everyone can unite with that. We can seek our union with that. Sasana, which is omnipresent, which is unknown yet knowable. So non-unknown, we give that name. That we know that is there, but we do not know it fully. But we can become one with it. So these three definitions which we are discussing, if you see little minutely, then I have tried to say that these are three things: mind, action, and word. So when it comes to the action, then we say yoga karmashu kausalam, that whatever we are doing, if we can enhance ourselves to such an extent that it becomes perfect, then we can say in our life, practical life, yoga has come. Samattam yoguchyate. If in our conversation, in our behavior with others, we have that calmness, we have that clarity, that we treat everybody as ourselves. Every being, not only the sentient beings, all the creation, wherever you see a sense of being, that this is an entity different from me, just to that, because everybody's vision is different. In yoga, everybody doesn't begin with the same station. Our beginnings are different. So our vision is different. So somebody's self is so big that it can accommodate whole creation, whole existence. Somebody's vision is so small that even when he steps out of house, he say it is neighbor's house. They are my neighbors. Now practically saying these are neighbors is fine. But we are saying inside, are we feeling that? That no, they are part of us. We are another form, we ourselves are them. That kind of feeling do we have? So seeing and speaking in that way is one thing. So there, when it comes to our behavior, speaking, then we say samattam. Do we have that oneness? Do we have that equanimity? Do we have that evenness, that as we are treating ourselves, we are treating others? And the third, yogas chitta vritti nirodha, means mind. Have our mind become free from all the tendencies. Freeing from the tendencies means seeing the tendencies as they are. So they give their 5 kind of tendencies, but that will become too long. Pramad, Viparya, Vikalpa, Nidra, Smriti. These are 5 tendencies which all of us have. So we come back to what is there for us now. If we become practitioner of yoga, if we are initiated into yoga, then how are we going to get benefited from it? What is the relevance of yoga for us, all householder across the world? So when we say householder, just look around yourself. Most of the world is world run by householders. Most of us are householders only. So am I. I am not living in a cave in Himalaya. Well, I had gone there, but I have come back because I am seeing clearly that we can do same thing here while we are working, doing everything like anybody else, and still we can attain to the vision of the ultimate, which our seers could attain to. And that is where the role of Sahaj Smriti Yoga comes. So I devised this path primarily keeping in mind householders of the world. We use the word earthlings, means the people who are residing on this earth. It's not country specific, it's not age specific, it's not gender specific, it's for all humanity. So, what is Sahaj Smriti Yoga? How does it help us today? In simple words, it's a practice through which our mind can feel in unison with the ultimate mind, which we call ultimate consciousness. So many names we have. Somebody says it godly mind, somebody says it's God, somebody says something else. So names are immaterial there. When you transcend, that means you go beyond words also, and names are limited to words. Sound stays, vibration stays. So there is one word, Om. To make it clear, I am telling that how words are different from the vibration. Om is a vibration. Pronouncing, we can say like Om, like that also. But when we practice, it becomes automatic in our consciousness, which is subtler than the pronouncement. So we may begin with pronouncing it, but gradually, we immersed in this so much that we realize that there is a reality beyond words too. And Krishna also indicates it somewhere. He says, Sabdadi Vishyan Tyaktva Rag Dvesh Vidushyacha. That means you reach beyond words. And there you realize your subtler self. So Sahaj Smriti Yoga has made it very clear and very easy to understand for all the common people, irrespective of their religious backgrounds, national boundaries, everything. And there is not much literature here also, only 333 words, one page literature. That is all Sahaj Smriti Yoga is. And in those 333 words, we get clarity about our goal, method, and practice and principles. Everything is included. So this simple it is. Now, to make sense of it in these few minutes which you and I are conversing, let us see how the knowledge happens. See through any science. It is agreed, and because it is our limitation, that is why it is agreed, that there is still something unknown to us. See, we have discovered that black holes are real. Earlier this was a theory. So many things. We have discovered that there are so many billions of galaxies and billions of stars in those galaxies. Having discovered so many things, so many light years away, still scientists agree, those who are exploring space or theorizing the science, that it appears that the field of unknown is much, much higher than the non-one. No, it is kind of not proper to say much, much more, because that is to say, in another words, as if we know the unknown. How do we know? We only know that there is unknown. So apply the same thing to the yoga, to our own understanding of the reality. So here in Sahaj Smriti Yoga, we begin there that yes, there is a field of unknown, but how to make that unknown known to ourselves. And that is where the role of the guru or master arises. So somebody who has tuned oneself to that unknown. The way one has tuned, that is called method. And that is where one master's path is different from another master. Like to reach Mexico City, there may be so many roads coming from different cities to reach there. They all reach to the same city, but they come through different roads. Same way, to tune to the unknown through the known, there are different ways. So all ways are correct if they are leading us to the goal. Who will decide that we have reached to the goal? And that is where the Sahaj Smriti Yoga says very clearly that do not believe me. Trust me for what I am saying and practice it. And you should become evidence of your experience. And it should not take much time also. Once you begin the practice, within few days, I am not saying even months, you can experience the difference. You can experience the way you approached life earlier has changed. People will start noticing around you that your behavior has changed, and it has changed for the better. And you also feel better about yourself. And that is the efficacy of yoga. So, if something which is good for our overall betterment, our enhancement in every sense, like we start seeing things better way, seeing in the reason, our reason becomes strong. We say now we are more clear about the same thing which we were little hazy earlier. So we say 3 ways we can understand ourselves. understanding, experiencing, and feeling. So first we have to understand so that our minds become clear. That is unique to the Sahaja Smriti Yoga. It is one-on-one process. Yoga is always one-on-one, where you go to the master as an individual and he initiates you, and then you go into that discipline, and thereafter what you experience, not what he says, what you experience, that you start noting down. And that is also one part of Sahaja Smriti Yoga, that you have to note down your experience, so that when you go deeper, you can relate back, you can remember. That is why Sahaj Smriti Yoga, Smriti means remembrance, because deeper you go, then grosser things you tend to forget. Subtler things, when you are tuned to, grosser things you start forgetting. Forgetting for the better, not that you become forgetful. Now you are dealing with your subtler self. So you have a diary that no, from this to this stage, it is me only who have come. So now comes how to tune with that ultimate. So there also Sahaja Smriti Yoga says that you can visualize yourself in three ways. That is immortal, infinite, and eternal. Now if you try to make sense of these three words, you will feel they are the same. If something is immortal, means it is forever. Something infinite means it is forever. And eternal means it is forever. But there is subtle difference. This example I am giving, that for you to understand that in consciousness, when you become subtler, then even such terms have a difference. So immortal, we are saying, when you have that experience that you are not this body alone, you exist beyond this body too. When can this experience is possible? Generally, when you are sitting in meditation in cool, comfortable place where you think nobody is going to disturb you, there this possibility is more. It is just commonsensical thing. So that's why we say otherwise it can happen any moment. We don't know. So immortality means having that experience when you feel I am not limited to being this mortal. In other words, out of body experience kind of a thing. That you become clear. So this only your experience can tell you. And that is why we say that until and unless your intellect has become sharp, you can't identify that. You cannot come to that conclusion confidently. So that is another way. Everywhere we have some three kind of steps. Here we have intellect to intelligence to wisdom. So when your intellect becomes pure and pure, and it shines forth as intelligence, and then as intelligence shines forth as wisdom, then you can experience these subtle differences. So immortality means that when you have this feeling of that you are not this alone, you are beyond your physical existence. 2. That is not discarding this, that makes this much more important, because then you experience the real value of being human. And that is what yoga says, that is what Indic literature says, that is what Shruti says, that human frame is unique in this world, because it is in this frame that you can realize that which is beyond. This system, human frame, is capable of reaching to that state. So that potential we have. So immortality. Now once you have experienced immortality, naturally you will try to evolve more. So you will become very much regular with your practice, because you have tasted that. immortality. So what happens next is expansion, and that is what we are calling infinity. That your consciousness begin to expand, and this expand to such an extent that whole creation you can see within your consciousness. And after that, when you have seen the whole creation in your consciousness, then you find, oh, you are a very small person. Despite all this capability to accommodate the whole creation within your consciousness, still there is much more to be known. Then the real humility begins. When you have become infinite, then you know right place for everything. You know your location. Until then, only Guru knows your location, but now you know your location. So in yoga, everybody begins differently. That is why it is one-on-one process. Everybody's location is different. That is why you and I are existing. If it becomes one, it won't exist. So then infinite. Then after that humility dawns upon, then you see, I am part of that. That is eternal. The one who is endless and beginningless. That is how that is. So in other words, we say reality as it is. Jaisa hai, vaisa hai in Hindi. This is my mother tongue. So that how that is the way that is. And that includes this. So immortal, infinite and eternal. And then only when we realize that how small yet how big we are, then our tears roll down. We sit in a corner and cry with happiness, with ecstasy. Oh, what a wonderful opportunity I have got as a human being. And that is how the sutras come. They just start flowing out of oneself. And it is in such a moment that somebody would have said, Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnamevavashishyate. That is complete. This is complete. This has come from the that. Still that is left complete, and this has become complete. So that completeness has come out of completeness, and still this and that and what is left, everything stays as complete. Purnameva vashishyate. Another meaning of this is that I am the disciple of that complete. So that is how the yoga is. That is how the yoga was. And that is how the yoga will be. Because it is eternal. Beginningless, endless. That is how it is. And the role of the masters is that they make it comprehensible for the period in which they happen to be in a human garb, like you and I. Householders like you and I. So that everybody could relate to it and practice in life. Otherwise, if they don't do this, then we segregate it from ourselves. You know, this is meant for somebody who is sitting in a secluded place, have plenty of leisure, has no work to do, or in delving in higher things. This is not for us common people. How can we ever think of reaching to those spiritual heights and experience the bliss and ecstasy? So that is where the role of the master comes. Role of the Sahaj Smriti comes. Do not wait for your retirement. Do not wait for a time that you will have leisure. So let us have a glimpse of the Sahaj Smriti practice here and now. I will guide you through the process. Please wait for my instructions. So let us begin. First, sit comfortably. Comfortably means posture whichever you are comfortable into, sitting into, keeping your spine erect. Now gently close your eyes. There are two ways of closing your eyes. One is simply putting your lid down, and another is gradually looking at the tip of your nose and paying attention. Then automatically first eyes will close half, then they will close fully automatically. That is how it happens. So close your eyes. Now that first and last instruction in meditation is our union with the ultimate. So ultimate and our both hearts have common thread. Center is same. We are connected to the ultimate being unbreakably. None can break this union. During meditation, we just try to realize that union. And that is what called self-realization. That relationship, that bond becomes real for us. So focus your attention to your heart. Visualize your divinity, whatever way, either in an image, as many of you may have, or as formless divinity, whichever way it is for you individually. Realize that is there in your heart. Just sit for 15 minutes, breathing slowly, steadily. Gradually you will forget this pattern also of breathing. It will fall into its rhythmic balance automatically. For 15 minutes, we will sit with eyes closed. This way, ideas will keep coming to you. Just do not own them. Let them pass as if these are not your ideas. You are just a screen, things are passing on to this. After 15 minutes, I will instruct you to open your eyes. Please meditate now. Rub your palms with one another. Put them on your eyelids. Rub a little and gently open your eyes. So, all of you would have undergone different experience, which is normal. For example, some would have much more faster rush of thoughts when they are calm. Others may have felt their thoughts have minimized and many other different kinds of feelings. See, these experiences are like that because of the way our subtler bodies are placed. That is according to our karmas, very many factors. So, every kind of experience is fine. Only thing is, are we moving the way we should move? Better alignment with the life. For example, in this phase of pandemic, many of us are struggling. Whole world is undergoing this. What one thing is clear: if there is no fear, then our immunity level goes up. And fear cannot be there when we have clarity of thought about whole life. There will be no fear of death, then we live longer. So yoga gives all the three things: perfect understanding about our own existence and our alignment with the whole, and here perfect practice for living. As I said in the beginning, the sloka I read, Yuktahar viharas, Yukta chestas karmasu, Yukta swapnavabodhas, yogo bhavati dukkha. Which simply means if we are eating right thing, right way, if we are living our life, means vihar means it includes everything. Not vihar doesn't mean only walking, it means how we are living our life. So if our lifestyle is correct, yukta chestasya karmasu, and our planning for the life, our efforts in the life to execute our daily works are perfect, then yukta swapna bodhas, then our dreams will be right, dreams which we have to follow. And then our understanding, abodhan, will be correct. In this way, if we are living, then yogo bhavati dukkha. This yoga becomes the perfect instrument and tool to remove all miseries from our life by handling them properly. So, yoga is perfect way of existing forever. So, as we begin with the slok and we end with the slok, that means what? This may be a new beginning. So we are like that only. No beginning, no end. One beginning ends into another beginning. So those of you who are interested in making their day-to-day life perfect, they should not wait long for their initiation into yoga. And I am always open for the true seekers. Doesn't matter which part of the world they come. And India and Mexico especially have a relation. You see, one woman from India, long back, Meera, went there. Not on her own volition, but somehow she ended up being there. And even that one woman If we remember her today, it is because of her spirituality. She did not renounce her spirituality despite having undergone so many problems. That is how Indian women are, indomitable in spirit, all the time thinking high, and that is why we value them most. From Mexico, our memories are very good. We remember Octavio Paz. We remember so many others who have always played as spiritual ambassadors between two cultures. I hope this relationship flourishes with yoga more and more. I am looking forward to all of you to get initiated into yoga and enjoy your life, enhance your life, and see your relationship with the ultimate, union with the ultimate. And that is what yoga for all of us can give. Thank you. Namaste. Harihi Om Tat Sat.
Namaste. My name is Michelle Shanti Williams, and I am honored to submit this presentation on health and wellness representing Belize, with a Kriya set also to de-excite the nervous system and to strengthen and improve brain health. This video is made solely for the Embassy of India, Gurudev Tagore Indian Cultural Center in Mexico to celebrate International Day of Yoga. Yok Shima. Namaste. Namaste. My name is Michelle Shanti Williams, and I'm representing Belize for the 7th Annual International Day of Yoga events. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful and honored to be part of this event, and also to be sharing a little bit about health and wellness. I am a teacher of yoga, meditation, and breath work, as well as a forever student of yoga. I'm the founder of Om Shanti Belize, Center for Yoga and Wellness, Rhythm of Change Belize, a nonprofit sharing yoga to communities nationwide, and also the Belize International Yoga Festival. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about health and wellness. In the West and in the past, wellness has really been, or health has really only been thought of when we're sick, as a means of recovery. And so usually in the West, we think about health when we're needing to treat symptoms or to feel better from certain illnesses. I'm going to be talking to you today about preventative methods, lifestyles, a lifestyle approach, where we really think about it in a holistic way and approach it mentally, physically, emotionally, and also spiritually, including every aspect in our daily life. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 lifestyle tips so that you can approach wellness in a holistic way. We're also going to have a yoga class that's going to concentrate on balancing the nervous system, de-exciting the nervous system, and also on our brain health. Thank you for joining us and have a wonderful day. Happy International Day of Yoga. The first lifestyle tip is our circle of friends. In yoga, we call this Sangha. It's important to keep our circle of friends positive and uplifting so that our discussions are really progressive and evolutionary, not one based on fear or gossiping. When we have a positive circle of friends, in times of need, when we're feeling down, they will be there to uplift us and to rise us up. And we will also be able to do that for them. A positive circle of friends is very important for stress management and for stress prevention. The second lifestyle tip is meditation. Practicing meditation daily really helps us to develop what we call a witness consciousness. We become more and more aware of our negative thoughts and behaviors so that we can release them. And by doing that, we can actually press pause before we react. The third lifestyle tip is learning to breathe properly, breath work. When we breathe deeply and slowly, we can really help to calm the nervous system, de-excite the nervous system. There are also other breathwork practices that can help calm, but the most basic is learning how to breathe properly, deeply and slowly. There are breathwork practices that can help to really energize our bodies and to really help on an emotional level, on a physical level, and on a mental level. When we breathe and using certain breathworks, we can actually help to shift negative, stagnant energy and to really allow prana to flow through the body, to really cleanse and expand the lungs. Really relevant in these times. Breath work can also really help to radically change one's perception of life. The fourth lifestyle tip is swadhyaya, or self-study. This is the constant study of ourselves, always wanting to improve, to evolve, to progress, to move in towards positive transformation. It is holding ourselves accountable for the things that we know we can improve and working towards that improvement, striving towards excellence every day, but then having that love and respect for ourselves that we forgive ourselves and then start over again with determination and with trust. When we trust ourselves and love ourselves and respect ourselves, it's a continuous motion of self-improvement. Swadhyaya, self-study. The fifth lifestyle tip is healthy eating. In Ayurveda, which is the sister science to yoga, and it's really born from nature, it encourages us to eat really close to home. Don't eat foods that have had to travel far to get to you, and especially processed foods, foods in cans or packaged with preservatives to make them taste better. Eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, drink a lot of water, a lot of whole grains. Because in my tradition, and I think in many traditions, we believe that the gut is the first brain. So the information that comes to us from the gut really determines our outlook on life. If your digestion is sluggish and slow, it really affects our mental clarity, our emotional state, and our energy levels. So hydrate well, drinking a lot of water actually is also really important. Many times when we feel ill or we have a headache or we feel like we have joint pains or whatever, it's just really that we're dehydrated. So when we eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and drink a lot of water, not soda, but water, you'll find that just being hydrated will give you a lot of energy and keep you uplifted in mood. The sixth lifestyle tip is connecting to nature. When we connect to nature, we can really balance our nervous system and create a sense of calm in our everyday life. One of my favorite ways of connecting to nature is walking barefoot on earth. As you walk barefoot, you release toxins from the body and absorb all the nutrients from earth. If you can, go swim in the sea or go swim in the river. But if not, just step outside and breathe deeply and really enjoy the gifts afforded to us from nature. Look up in the sky and acknowledge the beautiful blue sky, the fluffy white clouds, or even the birds flying by. When we acknowledge the abundance in our everyday life, in every given moment, we really can help to maintain and to strengthen that radically grateful heart, which supports us in times of challenge and in times that are different, times like now. The 7th lifestyle tip is movement and sleep. Movement is incredibly useful to relieve tension from our physical bodies. And in yoga, we practice yoga asana, which does exactly that. In yoga asana, not only are we moving, but we're breathing. And by breathing, we expand our lung cavity and we send oxygen to our cellular system and to our tissues, rejuvenating them. Movement also helps with our cardiovascular system, strengthening our heart. The more we move, the more we release tension from our physical body, which allows us to have deeper, more meaningful sleep. Sleep now, if we can get 7 hours of sleep, not only are we improving our mood, but we improve our mental clarity, our memory, and our general daily life is improved and much more pleasant. The 8th lifestyle tip is sacred rituals. This is something that you do daily, either in the early morning or in the evening, that can really help connect you to your Creator, which in turn will set a tone of devotion and gratitude so that you can approach each day with elegance, no matter the challenges that you face. The 9th lifestyle tip is prayer. This is having a pure communication with the divine, with your God, without masks, ideas, or opinions. Invoking your heart consciousness, your heart intelligence, cosmic consciousness. Setting an intention and then surrendering that intention to the divine, knowing that you're fully supported and guided always. The 10th lifestyle tip and final tip is seva, selfless service. Taking your attention away from your ego identity of self and offering service without any expectation of anything in return. Simply doing a kind gesture, if it's just calling up a friend that you haven't heard from in a while that might be in need of communication, or giving of yourself, again without anything in return. Selfless service, seva. So those are my lifestyle tips. Tips to really help you with a holistic approach to your well-being, a lifestyle approach, an everyday step-by-step approach. And now join me for a yoga class where we're going to balance the nervous system, strengthen our brain health, and also open up our heart. Thank you so much for joining me, and happy International Day of Yoga. Namaste. Michelle Shanti Williams here with you again. As I spoke before, the importance of balancing your nervous system, especially in these times, plays a vital role in how you approach life. So today, our practice will be really de-exciting the nervous system, working on brain health, and also doing some gentle practices to help open up the heart, to connect with our creative intelligence. So, hope you can join us. Let us begin. Come seated in a comfortable cross-legged position, elevated through the seat bones, on a cushion or a pillow. You can start by placing your hands on your knees, gently relaxing through the shoulders. grounding yourself through your seat bones while lengthening through the spine, reaching through the crown. Take a nice deep breath in first of all, and rotate the shoulders up, back, and down, breathing from the nostrils, opening up, expanding through the heart, and expanding the lung cavity. And when you're ready, allow your eyelids to gently close. Take a few moments here to become comfortable in the stillness that is now your body. Taking nice deep breaths from the nostrils, sending the breath into the belly, expanding the belly like a small balloon. And as you exhale, allow your belly button to gently move towards the spine as the breath leaves the body from the nostrils. Bring your focus right at the entrance of the nostrils, observing each breath. Leaving behind what was, letting go of what was even a few minutes ago, or what will be, connecting purely to the now. We only have the now. Take a few more breaths here. And then gently on the inhale, bring your palms facing each other, right at the heart center. And on the exhale, gently bring your hands together, connecting the left and the right, the masculine and the feminine, the cooling and the heating. Balance. With your hands in Namaskar Mudra, I'd like for you now to place an intention for this class. Make the intention deeply rooted in sincerity and purity, an intention moving towards progression and positivity, transformation and evolution. Place your intention, and then with surrendered optimism, let it go, with that inner knowing that you will always be guided and supported by the divine. With your eyes remaining closed, awareness inwards, begin to rub your palms together, activating the nadis, the Inga and the Pingala, accessing Shushumnya. As you feel heat, gently then bring your palms back to your heart, thumbs lifting up the heart center. Join me now by chanting 3 almighty Oms, reminding you that Om is the sound of the creation of the universe, that sound that unites, the root of all languages. Make your Om effortless. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Om. allow the vibrations from Om to resonate throughout your entire body. Inhale deeply, and then exhale, releasing your hands back onto your knees, and gently allow your eyelids to now open. We'll now start off with Prana Apana, really allowing the energy to rise up the spine through the crown of the head, and then bringing that energy back down, grounding us to earth. We'll be using mudra and breath. So for Prana Mudra, you want to bring your ring and your pinky finger to the thumb, middle and index finger extended out. You can start with it lying on your thighs or your knees. And with your eyes closed, you'll visualize prana rising from the base of your spine, right up through to the crown of your head. If you'd like to visualize your intention rising, you can also use that visualization. Inhaling up, and then as you exhale, we'll use Apana Mudra, bringing the middle finger now to the thumb, releasing the pinky. So it's the index and the pinky extended, the ring and the middle finger towards the thumb, and you'll turn that down, grounding us, bringing us back to earth. As you exhale, you can also visualize your intention now manifesting as you ground yourself back to earth. I'll do 2 or 3 sessions with you, cycles with you, and then you do at your own pace. So let's begin. Inhale, Prana Mudra. Deep, slow inhale. Visualizing your intention or golden light rising up from the spine all the way up through the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, Apana Mudra, slow, controlled breath, bringing that intention, manifesting that intention to earth in this relative field of reality. Inhale, Prana Mudra. Exhale, Apana Mudra. Inhale, Prana Mudra. Allowing that energy to rise. And then as you exhale slowly, Apana Mudra, grounding back to earth. Carry on now at your own pace. couple more cycles. Gently release the hands, release the mudra, eyes remain closed, awareness inwards. Breathe normally. We'll now do breath of light or Prakasha Kriya. Prakasha is the light, the tejas that shine within us. To practice this Kriya set, we're going to be sipping in 7 sips of air, no exhale. If you know about the chakras, you can visualize golden light rising from the base of your spine, filling up each chakra. Or again, you can visualize your intention rising. On the 7th inhale, you'll hold the breath. If you know about Mula Bandha, apply Mula Bandha or root lock and Sambadi Mudra, gazing between the eyebrows at the third eye. You'll hold the breath for as long as you comfortably can, and then gently exhale with one complete exhale, bringing your awareness once again to the base of the spine, the seat of your Kundalini, the seat of your infinite potential. We'll be breathing only through the nostrils, on the sips of inhale and on that one complete exhale. Again, I'll do 2 rounds with you and then you're on your own. Let's begin. Hold, root lock somebody. And then exhale, one complete exhale. One more time. Hold. And then exhale. Carry on now at your own pace. 2 more cycles. Bring your awareness now. Keep it inwards and breathe normally from your nostrils. With your awareness inwards now, we'll be doing Agnisar, really to help detoxify our core, to really ignite our Manipura chakra. Remember, our gut is our first brain, and it communicates regularly to our intellect, to our mind. So we need to detox the core, cleanse the gut, so that the information that goes to the intellect is correct knowledge, vidya. Agnisar. You're going to inhale through the nostrils deeply and hold. As you hold the breath, holding the breath with the retainance of breath, you're going to pump the navel 7 times. And then you exhale completely from the nostrils, emptying the lungs. And with the breath held out, you'll pump the navel again 7 times. As you complete, again, come into inhale, hold, pump the navel. Your eyes are closed, your gaze is softly between the eyebrows or in Sambhari Mudra to the 3rd eye. Let's begin. Inhale from the nostrils, pump the navel, hold. Exhale. Completely emptying the lungs, hold the breath out, pump the navel. Continue, inhale. Hold, pump. Exhale. Hold the breath out and pump. Continue now at your own pace. two more cycles, and then return back to breathing normally. Awareness remains inwards. Breathe normally. Shoulders relaxed. Breathing from the nostrils. We'll now do Shukashumnya. Inhaling 8 parts, nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth. Exhaling, nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth. I'll do a couple with you, and then you're on your own. Let's begin. Carry on. Remember, your eyes are closed. Your gaze is softly at the third eye or between the eyebrows. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth. One more cycle. Can I do that over? Because I did it wrong. One more cycle. Deep inhale now from the nostrils. Hold the breath. Apply Mula Bandha or root lock. Sambari Mudra. Relax through the shoulders. Expand through the lungs and heart. Hold. And then exhale. Breathe normally from the nostrils. We'll now do the brain bija kriya, really strengthening the brain, supporting the brain health. With your eyes closed, bring your awareness to your prefrontal cortex, and you'll be chanting mentally to yourself the bija mantra, Hrim. Take it long, Hrim. And then you'll bring your awareness to the left side of the brain, mentally chanting the bija mantra, Shrim. And then to the right side of the brain, Klim. As you bring your awareness to the prefrontal cortex, chanting Hrim mentally, igniting that creative intelligence. Then as you bring it to the left side, bringing about abundance, joy, bliss, igniting that quality of Shri. And then to the right side, Klim, letting go, releasing, finding freedom, liberation. Let's begin now. We'll chant it out loud for 7 rounds, and then you go inwards, chanting it to yourself, the bija mantras. Let's begin. Awareness to the prefrontal cortex, eyes remain closed. Hrim, Hrim, Hrim. Take it to the left. Shrim, Shrim, Shrim. To the right. Klim, Klim, Klim. Bring it back. Hrim, Hrim, Hrim. Left. Shrim, Shrim, Shrim. To the right. Klim, Klim, Klim. Again. Hrim, Hrim, Hrim. Shrim, Shrim, Shrim. Klim, Klim, Klim. Hrim, Hrim, Hrim. Left. Shrim, Shrim, Shrim. Right. Klim, Klim, Klim. Back to the prefrontal cortex. Hrim, Hrim, Hrim. Shrim, Shrim, Shrim. Left, right, sorry. Klim, Klim, Klim. One more time and then you're on your own. Hrim, 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 shrim, 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 klim, klim, klim. Begin now on your own, starting with the prefrontal cortex, mentally chanting the Bija mantra for each part of the brain. Couple more rounds. Finish off the round that you're on. Bring your awareness now to your Anahata chakra, your heart center, and breathe into the Anahata chakra. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And on your exhale, gently open up your eyes and come into the space. Let's take 3 more breaths again to open and expand through the heart. Inhale, take the arms up. Bring your palms together and gently bring that energy back, that prana back into your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. And then exhale. Good. Come on now to all fours. You can release your pillow if you'd like and come on to all fours. I'm going to work on limbering the spine and again opening up through the heart. You want the palms of your hands directly underneath the shoulders and your knees directly underneath the hips. Inhale, open up, sink the spine, look up. Exhale, push through the palms of the hands. Bring your forehead towards your pelvis, really stretch through the spine. You can be as creative as you want. You could bend the elbows. Inhale, come up. Cow pose, and then exhale. Really stretching through the shoulders. Inhale. And then exhale. Let's do 2 more here. Inhale. And then exhale. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale. Come back to neutral now. And then gently bring your hands in line with your left knee and extend out the right. Coming into supported side plank. One straight line from the palm of your hand all the way up and really feel the expansion through the right side, through the right lungs. Nice straight line. And we're going to work on, again, opening up through the heart. So you're going to inhale and then exhale, big circles. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and then exhale. You're now going to lift up that right leg and bend the knee. And if your practice allows, place the right hand right at the front of the foot and then push back, again, opening up through the heart, expanding through the heart cavity. Breathe. And then gently release it. And again, 3 more circles. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale. Good. Bring yourself seated on your heels. Legs together. Bring your hand again to your thighs, spine tall, reaching through the crown. And close your eyes and just again connect to the breath. Connect to the breath, awareness at your heart. with each inhale, expand through the lungs, expanding the electromagnetic field of the heart. One more breath. And then let's come now, eyes open gently, and let's come to the other side. So, right palm in line with the right knee, extend the left leg. 3 circles, inhale. Really expanding now through the right side, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Gently lift up that left leg now. Bend the knee. Connect hand to the front of the foot and open up through the heart. Breathe. Inhale deeply, exhale, release it out. And then again, three circles. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and then exhale. Good job. Come back, seated. And we will now do blooming lotus kriya. Seated on your heels, legs together. Place the palms of your hands in namaskar mudra, eyes remain closed. And you're going to gently allow your hands and arms to rise. You may visualize your intention or again golden light rising. And as you pass your third eye and your crown, you're going to open up the arms and begin to create a blooming lotus, the representation of your intention manifesting. Take your time and create this beautiful blooming lotus, signifying transformation. And then bringing the hands back to your heart. Eyes remain closed. Focus and awareness inwards. Rising the arms in namaskar mudra. Opening up as you offer your intention to the divine. And then as you receive your blessings, creating that beautiful, blooming lotus, the manifestation of your intention. Carry on now at your own pace. Take your time. See everything clearly. Feel everything deeply. Offer with this pure intention to evolve and to transform. With gratitude and pure devotion. Always knowing that you are fully supported and guided, even in challenging times. Carry on, please. 2 more cycles, 2 more blooming lotuses. Bring your hands now back to your heart as you finish up that cycle. Couple deep breaths. And gently release, opening up your eyes. Bring your body to one side and then extend out the legs. Inhale. And then gently hinge from the hips forward, reaching through the heart. Bringing your hands to the floor, shoulders back, heart expanded, and just gently breathe here. Breathe. Inhale deeply now, come up. And then exhale. Come once again to a seated cross-legged position, elevated on your spine, from your spine, on a cushion or pillow. Nice cross-legged position. Place your hands on your knees. And again, we're going to finish up the way we started with Prana Apana. So, Prana Mudra, pinky and ring finger, middle and index finger extended. Close your eyes. And again, working with our intention or that golden light rising. And then as you exhale, Apana Mudra, bringing that intention rooted yourself back down to earth. Prana Mudra, Apana Mudra. Two more times. Release the mudra. Bring your palms in namaskar to the heart. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. The light, the divine, and the love that flows through me honors and deeply respects the light, the divine, and the love that flows through each of you. Namaste. 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 Satnam. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to thank my two participants. Please introduce yourself.
Shalom, my name is Zad DL.
And Ayana. Thank you so much. Happy 7th Annual International Day of Yoga. Namaste.